Hello, Exoman Legacy here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to get all of the skulls on Halo Infinite. The first one's Boom on the first mission, Warship. Now, you just need to go up to the second moving elevator here and ride it up to the top, and that's where the first skull will be. The second skull is Cowbell on the mission Foundation, which is the second mission of the game. You essentially just want to go up this big elevator full of dust and echoes, and then follow it around the left side and then out the left door. You probably won't get this on your first shot, but on the left side there's going to be some pathways here, some arches, and you're going to want to use your grapple hook to kind of get up to the top. As you can see, the skull is right about there. So let's grapple shot up here, try to get up to the second platform, and then we'll try to grapple shot our way up to the top there. Again, you won't get this on your first try, and if you do, good luck. Third skull is going to be in the open world, and it's going to be on top of the tower. And it's going to be the I Would Have Been Your Daddy skull. I'd recommend getting the quick shot upgrade for the grapple, which will just be about 3 upgrade points. The first one you get right after you get to the surface, and then 2 more on the way there. Should be easy to find. And then you'll just want to grapple your way all the way to the top of the tower. And once you get to the top, you'll find, well, an Easter egg for Craig, and you'll find the I Would Have Been Your Daddy skull. The skull should be right up on the top. I already got it pretty much when I first played during my stream, so yeah, that's an issue. And then to the right of it, you'll find the Craig Memorial. He was going on a music tour, it seems. He released a greatest hits album with all those cool looking songs there. And then these were all the dates that he was touring around the world. If for some reason you're actually having an issue climbing the entire tower, just complete the mission in the tower, and then this door will open up at the top of the tower, and you can just use that to get up there pretty easily. Next stop on our open world adventure is going to be the Blind Skull. It's located south of the first fob you get and the tower. So you're going to want to go up the left side of this mountain here, on the left side of the chasm, and you're going to want to jump down the way I do. Should be pretty easy. You might need your grapple hook if you go the way I do, though. So the first jump drops down to here. Since there's no fall damage in this world, don't really worry about it. Then you want to jump over to these hexagons, and then just grapple over to this ledge. The Blind Skull should be right there in the corner. Once you get to the sequence mission, you're actually going to be able to get a Banshee, which will make it easier to get a few of the next skulls that are in the open world. So once you start seeing them, you're going to want to try to grapple shot your way on to hijack them. It may take a few tries. For some reason, the first grapple shot doesn't actually hijack it, and you'll need one more grapple shot to fully hijack the Banshee. Once you've gotten the Banshee, you're going to want to start heading to this little island right here to the left of the control spire. At the top of the island, you will actually find an elite and a skull right next to it. This is the Famine skull.
I couldn't stay.
It's okay.
No, it's not okay. It was like I was back there on the Infinity. Hiding. Trying to keep out of their way.
What did you do? What was your purpose?
Purpose?
Job.
I worked in engineering. Civilian contractor.
Once you've picked up Famine, we're going to head up north a little bit here, and we're going to pick up the Thunderstorm skull. Should be located next to one of the first spires.
It's over now.
You can acquire this skull without the Banshee, but it just tends to be easier to fly around the entire map and grab everything all at once. Once you start approaching this, you'll notice that there's a little pillar here. That's actually where the skull is going to be, so just kind of land the Banshee anywhere and then just grapple your way on up there. Next, you're going to want to fly south towards this waterfall down here. The skull black eye will actually be located inside the waterfall. As you see this little red circle, there's a little hole there that you'll actually be able to crawl through and grab the skull. The next skull we're going to go pick up is going to be the Fog Skull. It's actually going to be located to the left of where we're heading now on screen, on that mountain to the left side. The Fog Skull is actually going to be located inside this mountain, inside of like a hole. If you fly a little farther away from the mountain and a little higher, you'll see the opening right away, and you won't actually have to go on the inside. But if you go on the inside, you'll just have to grapple your way up to the top. Essentially just kind of follow the dirt, and you'll find it eventually. Fog will be lying in a pile of brute armor, so once you get to it, you'll know pretty much right away. The last skull we're going to get while in the open world is going to be the Catch Skull. It'll be located up at this top portion of the map. I've tried to get there with a grapple, did not work, so you'll have to fly there. Now, this will actually give you a better view of where this hole is. If I would have flown a little higher, you would have seen it. But now that we're flying over, we'll grab the Catch Skull. The issue with the Catch Skull is that it's surrounded by a bunch of enemies. There's 2 of the banished hunters here, and you need to make sure to survive. If you don't survive after grabbing the skull, it won't count that you got the skull. So you're going to want to kind of land near the skull or land farther away from the skull, get in there, kill everything, grab it and run, or just kind of do what I do and don't care. I actually died the first time. That's how I found out that I didn't actually get to keep the skull, even though I did get the on-screen prompt that I grabbed it. So I had to go back and grab it again, and my Banshee ended up blowing up, which made it really hard to finish the sequence mission, just to be clear. Next is the Mythic skull on the command spire. You're going to want to go up a grav lift, and if it looks like this just after you get off the grav lift, you see these pillars turning at 90 degrees. You're going to want to go to the second section in this area where they're turning 90 degrees, which is straight ahead from where you drop down. When you look up, you'll see that they're turning 90 degrees. You're going to want to get on top of them, and then you're going to go up into the ceiling to like the second or third layer. May take a few times. Might want to get on this platform here. Should be easiest to get up there. Then you're going to want to jump up, then grapple up one more floor, and there should be a door right there. You should just go through the door and you should be able to find the Mythic skull. Next, on the mission repository, you'll come across a room with a bridge and 3 red doors. The doors are locked until you've killed all the enemies and accessed the relay. Once you've accessed the relay, you're going to want to turn to the door to the right, and you're going to want to grapple across and go through the door that is now open and grab the power seed. Once you have the power seed, you're going to want to go back and grapple your way to the other side, which is the left as you first entered the room. You're going to want to toss the power seed across to the other side and then grapple across and go through the door and then plant the power seed inside of the terminal. The terminal is actually going to be on the right side of the room, in the left corner. After you have planted the seed, you're actually going to want to progress through the level like normal until you get to a room that looks like this. It'll have 2 spawn points for the sentinels, and then you're going to want to climb up to the top here. You know you've done it correctly when the glass that's normally right here is gone. This room is going to be full of elites with energy swords, and they're all invisible. You're going to want to take them out first, and then grab the skull. Now that you've killed them all, you now have the Grunt birthday party skull. The final skull on the Silent Auditorium is the Bandana skull. This one's a little trickier to get. You need to go the entire mission without killing a single sentinel. And once you get to the part where Resolution's actually apologizing to you and opens the door, right after that, you will find an area where you access a relay and unlock 2 bridges. If the second bridge and the door across from you does not open, it means at one point you actually kill the sentinel. But if all goes well, both bridges spawn and the doors are open, you will have the final skull, Bandana. And, well, that's every skull in the game. If you guys liked the tutorial, please leave a like and subscribe. If you guys want to check out any more of my content, I got a bunch of different playlists for different games. And I stream most nights every other week when I'm at work. Hope to see you guys in one of them. Have a nice day, guys.